Right now, we're back up to about 40%, and the reason why is we're watching a couple of these hurricane models as possibility bending something up out of the Caribbean Ocean into the lower part of the Gulf of Mexico over the weekend or early next week, and then bending it over towards the west coast of Florida. So it's a 40% chance right now. Let me show you what's going on with the water vapor imagery, because it's still that huge gyre that's right across Central America, goes into the lower part of the Gulf, the Bay of Campeche, and then the western section of the Caribbean and parts of the Pacific. Here is the visible satellite imagery. We've got a couple things going on. A couple areas of low pressure trying to form. One is a remnants of a tropical storm that came in off the Pacific, but the entire region is an elongated trough of low pressure, so it's not very well organized at all. And the difference between this and Helene is the fact that we've got a screaming jet stream dropping down right across the northern part of the Gulf of Mexico. That introduces a lot of shear across the northern part of the Gulf, and that's good news. It means you can either see the thunderstorms that get ripped apart totally. That would be the first scenario, or maybe aiding in a little bit of development if it doesn't get that far up. So scenario number one is what we're calling for over the weekend. You're looking at a weaker storm. If that area of low pressure forms to the north a little bit farther, that means more hostile winds it encounters. Also, it's a lopsided and disorganized storm. Florida tropical downpours, that will still be a good possibility. Scenario number two, that low pressure region at the center forms a little farther down to the south, away from the jet stream, but it's close enough to the jet stream to allow it to act as an exhaust mechanism up to its north. So that could aid in some of the development, but still looking at a lopsided storm, but a little bit better organized. Again, 40-mile-per-hour winds are a possibility for western part of Florida, and that's going to be early next week. So this is your area of concern, the area that's shaded in orange. Look at the water temperatures, relatively warm, especially by that loop current. That's that current of water comes up out of the Caribbean, makes its way through the Yucatan Channel, and then bends down through the Florida Straits, and it goes up and then forms into the Gulf Stream on the east side of the United States. So our confidence, it's fairly in the middle of the road, 40% chance, and if something does form, that's exactly where it would be, either the middle part of the Gulf of Mexico or down to the south, and then ultimately stretching right through Florida. The biggest story, though, it's going to be a heavy rain producer for Florida, especially Sunday, Monday, all the way to probably Wednesday, maybe even Thursday next week, depending on how quickly it goes. We can see as much as a foot of rain south of I-4 starting over the weekend.
Shalom, beloved brothers and sisters, Jews and Gentiles alike. Welcome. This is your humble servant, Big Levi, and today is Noga, October the 4th, 2024, and it's currently 4:01 p.m. Welcome. Great glory, all praise to the Most High. Great glory to the Holy Spirit. Great glory to the angels. Great glory to the nation. Beloved, this is an interesting time we are living in right now. Now, I have a couple of TikTok videos available, and one of them is from X, what used to be known as Twitter. Forgive us in the beginning because they have a lot of unpleasant words that are in them. So we just speak forward to let the nation know the videos are raw, and most of those videos, if not all of them, you will not find them on YouTube because YouTube does not allow this. Of course, you know, 83 always hiding the truth, altering the truth, and try to blame this thing on us. As you can see here, beloved, for those of you that had watched our 7 days fast, today's day 3, we show you the damage, we show you all the aftermath, and this guy being on it, but there are certain things here that he's doing, and I don't know about that. But anyway, the devastation, but they don't show the dead. Well, I should have put it live. They don't show you the dead bodies, so to speak. Today is day 3 of our fast, and tomorrow is gonna be day 4. You can join us and fast with us. Throughout those 3 days, or that last week, we released this Esau's trouble from a week ago when the Hurricane Helene is starting to clean the land with 83, so to speak. We see that this damage that was done is worse than Katrina. The damage is 10 times worse. The death toll is 10 times worse than Katrina. Yea, some people, of course, the Gentiles, they will do the best that they can do to try to not mention Katrina or saying that, well, this is worse than Katrina. But the people that are over there, they told you straight up, this is worse than Katrina. Now, for those of people that do not know, or this is your first time, or you just stumbled upon our channel maybe today, or maybe tonight, or a few days ago, this isn't the first time we are talking about this, and this isn't the first time things like that happen. It's just the media is they are very good at hiding when calamities and great cataclysm happen in the midst of them. Okay, our oldest video, if you, oh, hang on, did they erase? Oh, I think they took some of my video down. The Esau's Trouble they took down. The old Esau's Trouble they put them down. The oldest video is not those. It's not 3 years ago. They took them down. Yep, they removed them. Oldest videos used to be Esau's Trouble and see, they don't show any of the Esau's Troubles. They are not here. So I spent the last 3, 4, whatever years doing no Esau's Trouble. It's not there. Okay. Oh, okay. All right. Well, I gotta go to video. Oh, I wasn't live. All right. I wasn't live. Here we go. The oldest. There you go. All right. The oldest videos that are uploaded. Okay. So 4 years ago, we were reporting on California wildfires. Excuse me. 2 suns being in the sky. All those signs. Okay. All right. These 4 years ago, these people, since 2020, Nibiru, all those things, they were there. All right. We've been reporting on this. We report. No Jacob's Trouble. This is not something we just come up with. This is things we've been talking about. We talk about it. We study. We give the people the warning, but no one's listening. No one's listening, and no one want to listen anyway, because back 4 years ago, during 2020, those people were in their blessing, so to speak. At least that's how they saw it. Okay, they were in the blessing. We warned them, we told them, we talk about it, we showed them the proof, but no one's, okay, why this thing keep going back? It keep going back up, but okay, we were talking about the caves, the crystal technology, underwater tunnel, pyramid, which what you're seeing here, it's this thing is coming from the hurricane is coming from the Yucatan Peninsula. Okay, it's the technology that is over there, that our technology that are bringing those pyramids. Okay, those hurricanes. All right. So if you go all the way down, okay, why this thing keep bringing me back up? Why? Okay. We have hundreds of videos. Okay, you know what? Let me go ahead and go to the playlist and show you people. Oops, there we go. We got the playlist, Esau's Trouble playlist. Sort by latest video added. Well, we got 83 Trouble, which is Esau's Trouble, okay. We have, there we go. We have Esau's Trouble. See, full playlist. You can go. Those are all videos. That's the full playlist. Let's sort it by oldest. Publish. Oldest. All right. Those are Esau's Trouble we were doing very long time ago. And we warned the people, we told them that's going to happen, and the hurricane, all right, the Mosai is ravaging. This is a hurricane, and tornadoes and things like that were happening, and then we were telling the people, but they were more interested in conspiracy theories. No one wants to listen. And we told them every time it's happening, it's going to getting worse, worse, and worse again, okay? Increase of hail and snow, all right? 10-OA-OA. We talk about those things. We warn the people worldwide. Okay? All right? The Gentiles' tribulation is getting worse day by day. Okay? Eating garbage, FEMA camp. We talked about FEMA like 3 years ago. computer is a little slow, not because we don't have another computer, it's that there's a lot of stuff in there. Okay, this is
and as you may know, some people know Ish is like, they are very greedy, man.
This is an Ish. Ish is picking up garbage and eating garbage over there. This is on their own TV, ILTV. Okay, we published this video December 13, 2020. So this is Ish eating garbage from their own people, from their own stuff. That was in 2020 when Ish were really bad.
By NGO Latet, the number of Israeli households living under the poverty line rose from 20.1% to 29.3% this year.
This is over there in Ish country. See, they won't show you those things here. This is in their country 2020 when this thing hit.
Here, around 850,000 households in Israel lack essential housing, education, healthcare, and food.
And then you're sending those people billions. You're sending them billions. What did they do with all this money? Did they give it to their poor comrades? Did they give it to the poor people over there? No. FEMA and all that, those people pocketed all this money.
That sounds a statistic they will put on our people. Why is this happening over there? Why, you may ask? Because the 400 years is up. Genesis 15, verse 13.
Okay, we've been screaming this. All right, this is just a little review. Now, in order for you to understand the calamity of this. Now, this video was published 3 hours ago. See, this thing is not going to stop. Tropical trouble, what should I say, Esau's trouble could be brewing in the Gulf. So anyway, this has 40% chance, number 40, you know what to do. Number 7, we are doing a 7-day fast, perfect, and all that. It's going to get worse. Beloved, let us take this word from those people. Now, once you are watching those people, they are going to do the best that they can do to blame this thing upon us. All right? Oops. Watch this.
Kamala Harris, we don't want you here. We don't want your party here in North Carolina. If you're a Democrat and you live in North Carolina, good for you. But this woman...
Nigger, I'll say it for you.
Woman, is given illegal. If you're a Democrat and you live in North Carolina, good for you. But this woman,
this nigga, say it for you, because that's what you want to call her. That's what we want to call our people. But hey, yeah, let's keep on moving.
Is given illegal immigration, Haitians, more rights to be entitled to be called American. Thousands of dollars in food stamps, loads of money in their pockets.
This is the lie. Even though those people are in this situation, the Most High is destroying them because of the sins of the forefathers, because of the wickedness and horrible and terrible things they did unto us. They still find a way to blame this thing on us. Well, Kamala Harris is giving those Haitians thousands of dollars in food stamp, thousands of dollars in their pocket. She making them more U.S. citizen than us. And there are a lot of people that don't learn, they don't do any research, they don't know any better. They're like, man, Kamala Harris is giving Haitians billions of dollars. They are giving illegal immigration, not the so-called Venezuelan or anybody that look like this guy, but the Haitian. He literally, he picked up a target. Black folk. He said nothing about Ukraine, Israel, which is just watch there. Those people are going into the garbage to eat because the powerful ish over there are not sharing with them. The powerful ish are not sharing with those guys. Just like the powerful guys like today, your Elon Musk, your Jeff Bezos and Warren Buffett, they are not sharing with you guys. They show you very well that they didn't even send help, none of that. Photo ops, a little tweet here and there, but they ain't interested in that. But this dude pick the so-called the Haitians. Not because of any particular thing, because of course, well, they're black, I can pick on them.
And she's gonna give the people in the mountains $750 fucking dollars. You can take that money and go wipe your ass with it, Kamala.
Those are the guys. We don't need the government. We don't need help. We don't need welfare. We don't need food stamp. We don't need FEMA here. We pull ourselves by the bootstrap. Those are the same people, when something happened to our people, they are the one that quickly come up and say, well, stop begging, stop asking, pull yourself by the bootstrap, get a job, okay, buy a house, make 6 figure, make 7 figure. I'm a hard-working American. I work this, I'll do that. We don't need the government, F the government. And then when things like that happen, you guys were the very first people, the same people, coming out there and say, well, you come and help us. You should give us money. You should give us this, you should give us that. Why are you giving Haitians thousands of dollars worth of food stamps and thousands of dollars in their pocket? This is you, still this day, you are lying. Instead of sitting there telling your people the truth and telling them the reason why there is no help, it is not because the government don't want to help, it's because they can't help. Why? Because they are under the curse. The 400 years is over. It's because of all the horrible and terrible things that we did to the children of God, what we are calling black people, niggers, negroes, whatever you want to call it. That's what that we did 1492, 1619, 2019, the 400 years is over. That said, the blessing is gone. It's done. This blessing that you are calling white supremacy was the blessing that was bestowed upon you and your vassals. It is done. Tell them the truth. But no, they are giving illegal immigrants all this food stamp and money, and then they are giving you people only $750. What a joke.
These people, if they choose to stay there and live and to rebuild, they really need government assistance.
No, they don't. They are strong American, just like they did to the victim of Katrina, because this thing is 10 times worse than Katrina. Just like they did to the victim of Katrina, pull yourself by the bootstrap. You don't need any assistance. Stop begging for the government cheese. You lazy, you low IQ. Why don't you go over there and give them your own money? Do like the other people. Don't stop waiting on the government. Just buy a helicopter. Go buy a helicopter. Buy some freaking mule. Get some of them mule over there and then put stuff, go over there. Stop begging for government cheese. Stop begging for my tax money. I pay taxes. I work. I have a job. Stop begging for tax money. This is how it feels to just sit there and see you vote for this person, you vote for these people, you vote for this administration, you support them, and this is how they treat you.
Really need the food stamps. They need the checks put in their checking account every fucking 2 weeks so they can survive and provide for their families. You people in office are so fucking sick and so disgusting. Hearing you fuckers talk, and you Democrats or you far left extremists just fucking keep swiping. I don't even have enough time for your ass right now.
Okay, well, back then you had time for them because you were not under that curse. You were not deep. You were still under the curse. 2020, the curse was upon you, but you didn't feel it yet. Okay, it was happening to people that were living off grid, just like all those towns, all those sundown towns. Most of the people that are living in there is those people that live off grid. They try to escape the judgment, try to escape the city, keep telling our people, move out of the city, go to the desert, go to the mountain. When the grid go down and stuff, let me tell you something. That no freaking grade will go down. At least not on their own. Yes, there will be a total blackout in the midst of those people. In the midst of them, listen to me, in the midst of them, we will have power, we'll do whatever the hell we want to do, but not them. Those people cannot afford to put us in darkness. They cannot afford to cut off the hood from power. They cannot afford this because we are their sources of fuel. We are the sources of power. We are the lifeline. If they cut off electricity, therefore they cut off the internet, they cut off distraction, and our people will not find anything to distract themselves, to fight each other online, to get involved in pointless debate, useless conspiracy theories. They will sit, they will be silent, just like the brothers that went to prison. They got all the time in their mind. They will read books. They will meditate, their power will turn back on, and they cannot afford that. Where they will cut you guys off in the mountain, in the desert, wherever that you are, but they will come in the midst of our people. They will take care of them. They'll make sure they got water and food and everything, because they want them to be alive. Because if we're not alive, that's it for you. You see, a parasite cannot live forever upon a dead host. The host needs to be alive, healthy, and bringing nutrient in their body so you can suck up those nutrients. And you people are parasites. And there's an antigen in our body, some form of antibiotic that are kicking you people out, antivirus that are literally eliminating you people out from our body, from our land. You cannot afford to cut off to bring the grid down. If the grid will go down, which it will, naturally by the Most High God Almighty, our people won't be affected. You people will be affected. As you can see, beloved, watch. You will see a bunch of preppers or off-grid people that will come right back to the city. You will never believe this. You'll see the population of Detroit, the city of Detroit will be booming. All those cities that were dilapidated, those people will try to come back there. Black City is the hood. Mississippi is the safest place. A lot of them will go to Mississippi and the hood, try to be your friend. They'll see everything will happen. Mississippi will be just literally be untouched. The hood is untouched. They will move there, try to be your friend. Hey, man. Hey, what's up? We're in this together. No, we're not. No, we are not in this together. The hood, or wherever our people at, is the safest place. We are spiritually and physically Goshen.
I'm seeing videos, I'm reading comments of people slashing people's tires to keep them from fucking sending aid, you sick bastard.
Yes, because that's the true nature of your people. Your extremists, that's their true nature. They love chaos. They love seeing death. They love seeing suffering. They love that. They don't really care if it happened to me, to others, to you. It's something in them. That's the true nature. And they've been covering that nature for so long. They realize, man, this is the last time we're probably going to have the opportunity to do something like that. Let's rape, rob, killing, and do all those horrible things to each other. There's a woman, she made a video. She told the people, yo, if you're going to come here and bring food, make sure you come armed, lock and load, and the safety off. Because people are, the looting is out of this world. People are killing each other. They are shooting each other. On top of all those dead bodies piling up, man. This is your true nature. When there's nobody around, nobody's watching, no internet, no people with their little freaking camera taking pictures and videos, your true self come out and you love it. Suddenly now these gentlemen do not have time for right wing, extreme left wing, extreme right wing. You don't have time for this. But back then you did.
And when did this fucking hurricane become political?
Everything is political with you people. Everything is open. Oh, the Democrats, of course, the code name Democrat is black people. Democrats are destroying this country. They are lazy, they are that, they are this and that. Don't vote blue, then this, that, and this. Everything is political for you people. That's how you gain your power, to your laws and political favors. Reparation, restitution, redemption for our people. You are the people that go ahead and stand against our people. You stand against those things. And you train some of the few folk that look like us, and some of us too, to stand against it too. Now you see how bad it is. This thing happened like last week. You people barely a week into it. I believe 6 days. Today's make it 6 days. No, 7 days. Today make, well, yes, 7 days, a week. This is what it takes to literally decimate an entire state loaded with this specific side where you people were hiding over there. People didn't know that you were hiding over there, but the Most High did know. This is why it takes seven days to feel like us. Now you realize that, God damn, man, you black people been feeling like this for like every single day for hundreds of years. Damn, this is what it feels to be helpless. People that you vote, you help, you trust, turn against you. And then when you go ahead, you try to tell another person that no, everything that you're saying is the truth. That person spit in your face. That person call you lazy. That person call you, well, you're a pathological liar. You're a super predator. You have low IQ. You're lazy. Pull yourself by the bootstrap. This is how it feels.
The more and more I get on these updates, I took a vacation there a long time ago when I was a child. The area that I went to is gone. It's gone.
This is what it is. This is how it is. When you people march on Black Wall Street, Tulsa, you burn our people stuff. You took over our land. Anytime you see our people doing a little progress, you burn down the cities, the town. At one point, you realize that you can't burn down their stuff, so you give a... Excuse me. At one point, you realize that you could not come and burn down our town anymore. What you do, you take a few people that look like us, okay? You elected them. You have them making laws and policies that destroy our businesses, our families. You bring drugs into our community in an attempt to kill us off. Now look at the fentanyl crisis. Look at all those things.
This fucking world, this country's so fucked up, y'all don't even give a fuck anymore. Do you? Do you even give a fuck about life? Huh? And you fucking law enforcement and you fucking first responders, take your fucking high authority and shove it up your ass.
Those are the same people. You are back the blue, back the blue, back the blue. We back the blue here. We support the blue there. We the blue here. No, and then you cannot tell them to shove things right up there. Hey man, stop doing this because you are supporting those people. You same people that was backing up the blue, Blue Lives Matter. We back the blue here. This is the blue there. Firefighters there. Okay, this is how your blue or firefighters. This is how those people do things. All right. 3 years ago, there was this thing happen. Okay, let's watch this.
Now back here in the U.S., rescue efforts are continuing this morning after last week's building collapse in South Florida. Officials say the death toll now stands at 9. According to authorities, 152 people are still unaccounted for.
So now this is when the collapse happened, okay? 3 years ago in June 28, 2021, we had an ESOS trouble. We talk about the whole thing when it happened over there. So they had more than 150 people die in this. It was more than that. And then they come back, they say, well, it's like 94. They lie. In one place, brethren, they find over 150 people. Now they say, oh, there was like, at least 9 people. They always downplay this thing. That's why they're trying to tell you, oh, this Hurricane Helene is like the 215 bodies. When people tell you they are finding the bodies by the thousands, hundreds. One guy tell you at least 100,000 easy. Okay? This is what happened a few days, not even a few days. That was like 24 hours. No, 2 days. 2 days after that. 2 days after that, international rescue teams, they sent help.
Families are trying to remain hopeful that their loved ones are still alive. And meanwhile, rescue crews from Israel and Mexico have come in to help with the search effort. So Laura Podesta has the very latest for us. Laura, good morning. What's going on?
Good morning, Anne-Marie. Well, family members of the missing were allowed to visit the site of the collapse for the first time yesterday. The private tour gave them the opportunity to pray, to mourn, and to see the sorts of challenges that rescue workers are dealing with as they continue to search for survivors.
So, Laura, no one has been pulled alive from the rubble since Thursday. I mean, we've seen situations like this before, and sometimes there are certainly miracles. But is this still considered a rescue operation and not a recovery operation?
It is still being considered a rescue operation, and city officials say they're going to continue to call it a rescue operation until every single person is pulled out of that rubble. They do acknowledge, though, the difficulty at the scene right now. For example, there's the fire burning underneath the mound, and that is causing huge problems when it comes to air quality and visibility. And rescuers, as of Saturday, said they had not heard any banging or any signs of life. Anne-Marie.
Wow. So we know that we have these international crews that have come as well from Israel, from Mexico. How are they helping?
So their exact responsibilities haven't yet been detailed, but these crews are offering welcome relief to the Miami-Dade rescue crews that have been on the ground. They're able to rotate out, and some of these folks do have great experience with earthquakes and other disasters abroad. As far as the Israeli crews, they are also a symbolic presence for the Jewish community in Surfside. Anne-Marie.
So, when this thing happened, Mexico and Israel sent help. Guess what? They refused their help. Because your so-called firefighters could not stand other people coming over there and steal their thunder and steal their glory and steal their lightning. They didn't let them help. They told the Mexican and the so-called Israeli over there, they said, you guys sit there. Sit, Ubu. Sit. Sit your ass down and watch me. And you guys didn't save one person. Not one. Okay? This is that hero disease you guys suffer from.
In a so-called pancake form, it is leaving some hope that voids or pockets of air, like Glenna mentioned, formed in the rubble, large enough for someone to survive. It's happened in past disasters, similar to these that people have been saved days or even weeks later.
And Local 10 Syra Onwar is live with the very latest on the search and rescue task forces and their monumental work that they're doing out there right now. Syra.
So, Christy.
Monumental work. They are heroes. The people are dying. And then you receive help from Mexico and Israel, you did not take the help. You tell them, sit down, watch me. This is my gig. This is my jurisdiction.
And Janice, our first response leaders just moments ago really reiterating that we have the best rescue team on the planet on the ground here in Surfside right now. More than 300 people working around the clock from all over the world. An assistant fire chief earlier this morning described the process as peeling back an onion. The onion in that analogy being this rubble pile. This morning in that peeling process, they did recover another body, and that peeling process now continues.
Our search and rescue efforts are continuing.
Heavy equipment, cutting-edge technology, and skill helping hundreds of first responders power through night and day, alternating hours and digging through the mound of debris in groups of 6 to 8.
Everyone is working, everyone is doing the job, and we are optimistic.
Among the boots on the ground, a search team from Mexico who has performed roughly 1,000 similar missions in 26 countries. Their tiny canine is specifically trained to sniff out survivors.
They didn't let them. They say, sit down.
He can go into cribs, into voids that a big dog would normally don't go. And also, because of the weight, she can go in other places that have more instability that another dog cannot go.
But the process still painstakingly slow, even with a mapping system to target unchecked areas and the large 125-foot trench dug by rescuers that's also 20 feet wide and 40 feet deep. An Israeli search team is also on the ground helping Miami-Dade's urban search and rescue force while explaining to families of the missing that the most experienced crew is on the job.
So right now I'm going to take you to a rendering that we received today. This is why so many of our leaders are not giving up hope on this search and rescue mission. This rendering depicts ways that the rescue people...
Okay, so there was one kid they found when this thing happened, and then they were calling the guy also, he's a hero. Oh, they are heroes and stuff like that. Okay, son share our family survive. That was 3 years ago. There's no update. So, all right, let me see. Yeah, so this is how you guys are. Guys, sit there. You're not gonna come over there and steal my thunders. Those were your law enforcement, your fire chief. That's how they are. They get used to this word hero. He's a hero. What did he do? He's a fire chief. There was a house caught on fire there. You know, he went over there, he pulled out the fire, saved 2 child. Which house? That house over there. Where's the child he saved? Those are the 2 white kids he saved there. Huh, I thought the house used to have like 12 kids staying over there, 2 white kids and 10 black boys. Oh, well, you know, by the time he got there, you know, it was already too late for the other unfortunate soul that was there. And you know, he could go and even save those 2 kids. But he's a hero, though. He did his best, though, for the other 10 other black kids, but they are heroes. He's a hero. He's a hero. Those are the hero of the nation. That was you. When in fact, these fire chiefs will confess and say back in the day when they go to a place, they would pray. Sometimes they are the one that come in and set the fire. They will pray it's the house filled with our people, and they will leave them there. They will watch them. Sometimes they will hit them. They will just literally knock that kid with the axes and cut their head off and do things to them and let the body burn. And then save the other people and come out there, and people will call them hero. And this guy was a hero, man. And then years later, they can't get no sleep. They cannot leave. They keep seeing their faces, and then they will confess and say, well, you know, back in 19 this, back in 1970 this, back in the 80s, back in the 90s, back in the early 2000s. Yesterday, last night, I let this black child die in a fire, and every night I saw their faces, and you people are calling them heroes. We told you those people are not heroes, man. They are killing us. They are murdering us. You say, oh, well, you people are not grateful. Oh, the police is there. They are good people. They did this up until now.
If people are going there to help, let them fucking help. Because apparently y'all don't do shit.
They never did.
Telling someone they can't fly their helicopter to send aid. Apparently, the last report I've seen, there's more people with private helicopters out there than there is the fucking army.
Because those people over there don't look like us. Why would they send the army here? The only time they send the army there is for them to kill us. Is for them to murder us. Okay? This is the only time.
The shape of the city has changed dramatically, tragically, and perhaps irreversibly. There's now over 25 feet of water where there was once city streets and thriving neighborhoods.
I hate the way they portray us in the media. If you see a black family, it says they're looting. See a white family, it says they're looking for food. And you know it's been 5 days because most of the people are black. And even for me to complain about, I would be a hypocrite because I've tried to turn away from the TV because it's too hard to watch.
That was during Katrina. Okay, the brother was It was very emotional.
Been shopping before even giving a donation, so now I'm calling my business manager right now to see what is the biggest amount I can give, and just to imagine if I was down there, and those are my people down there. So anybody out there that wants to do anything that we can help with the setup, the way America is set up to help the poor, the black people, the less well off as slow as possible. I mean, Red Cross is doing everything they can. We already realize a lot of the people off as slow as possible. I mean, Red Cross is doing everything they can. We already realize a lot of the people that could help are at war right now, fighting another way, and they've given them permission to go down and shoot us.
Yes. That's why the army and then the stuff didn't come, because the people that were suffering don't look like Kanye West. When Katrina was going on, you people came in and you shoot, you kill, you murdered our people. And that's after Kanye West made this statement. He was not the same. They sent the Kardashian unto him, and the brother lost his mind.
And subtle, but in even many ways more profoundly devastating, is the lasting damage to the survivors' will to rebuild and remain in the area. The destruction of the spirit of the people of southern Louisiana and Mississippi may end up being the most tragic loss of all.
George Bush doesn't care about black people.
That was the truth. You people dragged Kanye. Black people, our people were at the head. Why'd you say George Bush was in there? Why'd you just say that? Just like right now, the same people are there. Talking about baby oil, baby oil. He's doing things to kids. You people, suddenly now, you people care about kids and stuff. Black folk were dragging him because white folks say so. And you still have this disease where people love to repeat after Gentiles.
Please call.
In the past few days,
Bush did not care. And that's what happened. And you're complaining about this?
And don't flag me for my language, TikTok, but this fucking app has got people too fucking comfortable.
Yep, the blessing is gone. You're no longer comfortable.
Could you imagine losing your home? I mean, losing everything.
That's what happened to our brother.
You have nothing to go back to. It's gone. I'm sorry. Half of us are too entitled to even know any better.
So, exactly what happened.
Freedom is never free. There's always a fight and a cost. It's time to step up, Canada.
Oh, well, that's unrelated, but anyway. So, yeah. Let's come back here. Done with that. Done with this.
A terrifying scene.
Okay, let's watch this. All right, let's keep on moving.
A terrifying scene inside a house in the... These neighbors took refuge here as Helene flooded the neighborhood and find themselves trapped in freezing water 5 feet deep.
James, you all right, bro?
Furniture is floating around them, and it seems there's no safe way out. Some are holding their pets to keep them from drowning. They're sheltering in the home of James White in Hendersonville, North Carolina.
We started rescuing our neighbors, which were most of them were between 70 and 90. And at that point, we had about 15 people in my home. There was also other neighbors across the street yelling for help. Well, I said, we've got to devise a plan to get out of here because as the water's rising, we got to do something.
After 2 hours, James and 2 companions led his neighbors to safety using ropes and life jackets.
Nobody passed away in this neighborhood, and it was the biggest thing and the most heartfelt thing of all of it. We lost everything, but that's trivial. You can't replace a life.
Showing amazing resilience, James and other homeowners in the neighborhood are already back at work today, cleaning out what remains of their homes and starting to rebuild their lives.
The amount of destruction.
Let me tell you this whole photo op, these things those people are trying to do here. One of the reasons why they had to stay inside in the midst of this water in their house, which they claim is their home. Well, one is outside the water was flowing, so the house provides some form of protection that prevented the water to come and sweep them away. That's one. Two, another protection against whatever animals or things that are in there. I'm not quite sure how common alligator is in the space of North Carolina, but snakes and all that, and other things that could literally cut them in half, like other debris and things. So one thing you need to understand concerning those people way of showing to you what it is, they don't show you the death, they don't show you the sadness. They'll try to show you how those people are survivors because they stick together. Because this is all their lives. Oh, they're already ready to be rebuilt. Oh man, they're also resilient. Okay, rebuilt. Malachi 1:4 told you, yeah, I know you will rebuild. You know, you will rebuild, I will throw down. You will rebuild it. And then you people will stand there very proudly speaking of this and that, and you know, you rebuilt, that was nothing and stuff. This thing is 10 times worse than Katrina. PTSD. See, the people that live, both the people that live there and the people that are going to live there, so to speak, as in living. The people that stay and the people that that's going to live, they both of them going to get PTSD. First, the people that stay. Will it happen again? Can it happen again? If it did happen, out of all the thousands of people that are no more, what are the chances that I am going to be one of them? What are the chances? They will ask themselves that. They won't be able to sleep because they see the dead bodies. This is all photo op and for the journalists. They're not seeing you the dead bodies. Not one dead body was filmed. Not one. If you, don't get me wrong, it's all over TikTok, but TikTok quickly removed them, just like this afternoon when we were doing our prayer. We pulled one of the fellow that had a video. He had showing something, they already removed it. The video was no longer available. They had many dead bodies. People were posting this while they were fighting with the sheriff, the shooting, the killing. They had all that. They got footage of all that, but they took them down because they don't want you to see this. Can you imagine if this, let's flip the script. Can you imagine if this what had happened in 2004, 2005 during Katrina? This thing happened in 2005, whatever. And then now Katrina, that was supposed to happen in that time, happened now to us in Louisiana. Can you imagine the things those people would have done with the social media, the hyenas they would have made of our people, the humiliation? This thing would have never died. Back then, Katrina, they had all the footages. No one had the privilege of filming anything with their cell phone because the technology wasn't there yet. So now, everyone has a phone and everything is being recorded. And we see the devastation. This is nothing but a photo op. Now, why is this happening, beloved? Why is it that this thing that happened there, it's 10 times worse than Katrina and the death toll is uncountable? Like a fellow said in his comment, 100K easy. We are not lying to you. Let me show you a comment a sister shared with us. There you go. I'm from Asheville. I live in Winston-Salem, from Salem now, but my mother and siblings are there. One sister lived near Mars Hill College and they had power and water yesterday, but still no cell service. My mother is west of Asheville and nothing is on, only near downtown, but still spotty. My nephew's wife is a nursing supervisor at Mission, and she said 4 pickup trucks full of bodies were dropped off at the morgue Saturday night. There is no describing the devastation. That was last Saturday. Not this Saturday, tomorrow. That was not this Saturday, the 5th coming tomorrow. A week ago, they had pile of dead bodies. 4 pickup truck, big pickup, pile of dead bodies. They've been digging and getting dead bodies for a week now. Okay, now again, the Mars Hill, okay? Mars Hill, brother Vessel of Honor shared this with us. There you go. All right, listen to what the brother said.
Shalom, beloved. In the call just now, it was a part where you were showing something with the lady who say she from Mars Hill or something like that, right? I didn't quite get it. But remember, a couple months ago, before the eclipse and all, and we was talking about this thing with Mars Hill. I could resend the picture to you. Who knows, Mars Hill? I don't know if Mars Hill was affected, but I know it's further up New York. So we don't know if that's something that's on the horizon for that. But I'll just send a reminder for you to look at.
Okay, this is Mars Hill right there. All right. And the path of the eclipse, Corpus Christi, we talk about this, all right, the body of Christ, the Eagle Pass, Reed's Port, okay? Now, as you can see, this is where the X, I can't zoom in anymore. This is where the X is zoom out in this area. So let me see if I can get Google Earth. So this is Mars Hill, and then the woman make the comment concerning Mars Hill. Okay. And Act 17, 22, 31. Then Paul stood in the midst of Mars Hills and said, Ye men of Athens, I perceive that in all things ye are too superstitious. Okay. Mars Hill is mentioned in the Bible, and this person right here her mother from Mars Hill, okay? I'm from Asheville. I live in Winston-Salem, of course. Winston-Salem, Jerusalem, Judea. One of the main key city where the earthquake, where the solar, the X marked the spot was Winston-Salem. Now, my mother's siblings are there. One sister lives near Mars Hill. So Mars Hill, Mars, of course, with his Madim, Mars, the god of war. Mars, the planet of blood, violence, and vengeance, the planet of destruction, is in the midst. So this is all the connection that the brother had made, and he shared it with the nation. Let's see if we can get Mars, where see, if you look at this, the destruction literally followed the pattern of the solar eclipse. If you look at the, whoops, okay, all right, uh-oh, did I don't know what happened here, but anyway, so if you look at Mars Hill and you look at the X that marked the spot, it seems like this thing, the spot fell exactly on Asheville. Okay, I cannot zoom in. Oh, I can zoom in, but there's no name here. Okay, this is the X right there. So when we look at the map, let's bring the map here. All right, this is Asheville and North Carolina. Now, here's the funny thing. When we trace the Atlantean, the Bermuda Triangle from the Atlantean Temple and Tortuga Island, okay, we trace it to Atlanta, Georgia. All right, we trace it to Atlanta, Georgia. Now, from Atlanta, Georgia, and then you go to to go to, you see, right there, you can see all the cities that was devastated by the hurricane or on the path of the ley line. Okay, Asheville. You see where Asheville at? Asheville. Henderson. Okay, let's see. Where's Henderson? Henderson was right here. See, Asheville, Black Mountain, they all in the path of the eclipse, and they are all in the path of the ley line. Waynesville, Asheville, Henderson, Brevard. Okay, this is where the eclipse passed. And you people thought the Mighty One was playing with you. Okay, and then all those places, all these lines, and then go all the way to Nova Scotia, right there. No, a little bit. No, that's this one. Nova Scotia. There we go. Nova Scotia, right there. Okay. So let's put another pin here to Asheville. Okay. Okay. Let's put let's measure Asheville there. Let's say path or polygon. Let's try a polygon here. You know what? Let's draw a path. Asheville, Waynesville, Bisons, all the little small cities. Bisons. We can go all the way to Tennessee. Let's see if we can take it to Tennessee. You know what? No, let's put clear. Let's put a circle instead. Let's begin the circle in the center of Asheville. Let's grow it. Grow it. At least let's leave it like this. Let's save it and call it Eileen's. Oops. Eileen destruction. Well, Eileen hurricane. There you go. Good. I should have put a link there, but okay. So Asheville, Black Mountain, Waynesville, Hendersonville, Brevard, they all fell on the path of the eclipse right here. Okay. Let's see if we can get a better map. There you go. North Carolina is not in the path of the totality of the 2024 solar eclipse, but some cities and towns will experience a partial eclipse, such as Tapoco, Bald-Head Island, Mother-Loving Asheville, getting 85% of that. Okay, Winston-Salem, Greensboro, North Wilkes, those are all the cities that were destroyed. And Asheville was in the path of the city, of the earth, not the earthquake, the eclipse. Can't see anything here. This one is better. Let me see if I can download that one, and then we'll look at the better picture. Once again, Asheville was at the head of the selection of cities where eclipse will be visible. Asheville was 84%, and Charlotte, Durham, Fayetteville, Greensboro, Raleigh, Winston-Salem. Asheville was targeted. So now you do understand those eclipse, those signs, the sun and the things. This is Asheville, Boone. Okay, Boone was hit too. Asheville, Boone, and if you go all the way up, those are the cities that really got messed up. Atlanta was in the path also, but the Mighty One spare our people. Okay, but some cities that follow, all the cities that got hit, they follow the path of the solar eclipse. So yeah, I can't find a good picture to download here. Okay. I can't. Let me see if I can download this one. But let me see. Okay. See if we can. There you go. See, Tennessee. All right. North Carolina. Tennessee. See with the line. That's what it is. And then go that way. All those cities. Next could be Ohio, Indiana, New York, Vermont, Maine, New Brunswick. Okay. Could be city like Durango, Coahuila, Texas, part of Texas. I believe Texas already has these. Moving to there. I think this thing is moving. Next could be Ohio, New York, Vermont, and things like that. So this is where exactly what it happened. And when you look at the actual map, okay, so the cities follow the path, and also it follow the true Atlantean Bermuda Triangle, which is the true triangle right here, which is Tortuga, Haiti, Atlanta, Georgia, pass on top of because we trace it like this, we trace it like Atlanta right there, but if you put it right there in Rome, if you put it in Rome right here, it will pass right on top of Asheville. If you put it right on Rome right there, you lift this right here, you put it right on Rome, okay, and then it will go right on top of Asheville. You continue past Boones, continue, they pass all of them. So those are some of the cities that need to watch out. Blacksburg, Roanoke, Lynchburg, Virginia. Okay, I'm pretty sure Lynchburg is not a city. They just call Lynchburg because of name, because they were lynching our people there. All right, so there you go. For the people that say, well, the eclipse, that has nothing to do anything. No, the eclipse was the beginning for this. Let's see, how long was the eclipse? Let me see. When did Hurricane Helene hit Asheville, North Carolina? Okay, should I put this? Really? Not Irene. Elena. Your Helene is Greek. Elaine is pretty much the same. Boy, when was that? You know what? Let me ask my AI and my phone, which will do pretty much a better job. But let's look at the map again. So all the cities that on this path, you know, on that line, you know, it goes some line. Franklin, Brevard, you know, a lot of people are talking about the small town. You see, this is what you're looking at, Bridget. Okay, this is Asheville. Biltmore Forest is done. Bank Creek, Arden, Black Mountain, Mount Street, Old Fort, okay, Weaverville, Lancaster, Kindler, Bent, Kenton, all those towns, they are all gone. All right? Can you help me with something?
Of course. What do you need help with?
When did Hurricane Helene hit Asheville, North Carolina?
I'm not aware of Hurricane Helene impacting North Carolina. Are you referring to a specific event, or is it possible you might have the name or location mixed up?
No. I believe you can't pull the information from the internet. You can't, right?
You're right. I can't access the internet or pull in real-time information. If you need details on Hurricane Helene or any other event, you might want to check reliable online sources or news outlets. If there's anything else I can assist you with?
Yes, give me the population of Asheville, North Carolina, Biltmore, Forest, Bent Creek, Kendler, Hardin, Fletcher, Lancaster, Woodfin, Black Mountain, Montreat, Sandy Moss. In total, give me the total of population.
I don't have access to real-time data, so I can't provide the current population figures for those areas. For the most recent population statistics, I recommend checking the U.S. Census Bureau website or local government resources for updated information.
Okay, well, okay, all right, thank you. Boy, those they really shot up that AI. But anyway, let me see if I can do it manually, and then I'll tell you guys. Let me see what we have here. Please tell me the total population of Asheville, Kendler, Bent Creek, Hardin, Fletcher, Mills River, Fairview, Black Mountain, Montreat, Woodfin, Lancaster, Sandy Moss, Kenton, Waynesville, Irondale, Fines Creek, Weaverville, and Chimney Creek and North Carolina. Add all those population and give me the total. All right, well, let's see what we got. Let's see what we got here. All right, so while this thing is calculate this, let's move around. So this entire area, brethren, where those people were living off grid, is all gone. Okay, it's all gone. All right, let me see the population. No, not the entire North Carolina state. The entire state is 10.7 population. Okay, give me the cities that you listed the population. Give me the total, including Asheville. And from Asheville to Chimney Rock. Okay, so the state has 10 million people, all right? This hurricane was inland because it was not a hurricane. So there you go. The total population of all these little places that I just barely listed is 144,319. 144,000. 144,000. This is the number of those people that are no more. 144,000. That, like the guy say, you could find 100,000 people no more easy. This is like those, some of them it doesn't even, for instance, it says for smaller places like Lancaster, Hardin Street, and Kenton, Irondale, Fines Creek, they don't have this. Bank Creek, they don't have Kendler, they don't have things for them. Okay? Over 144,000 of those people perish. This is the number the Holy Spirit gave us. Perish. You see, this is 10 times worse than Katrina. Okay? All right. Let's put the pin here. And Asheville. There you go. Pin here in Asheville. Hurricane. Oh, let's put Elaine. Elaine. Hurricane. $144,000 death. Boom. And let's put the link there. Let's grab a link just in case if we need to check it back. I don't want these links. No, stick tight, they're going to remove them. Well, yeah, they're probably not going to remove that because it's in one of their reputable sources, so to speak. Put the link here, paste that. Okay, we're good. Now we're good. 144,000 death. Give the mighty one great praise, great glory, man. Give our enemy into great shame and great reproach. You are on the path of the eclipse, judgment there. A lot more places. You folks might as well move out of the place where the eclipse passed on top of. You might move out of those places because things are going to get crazy. Is that thing recording? Is it? All right, then it's recording. Let's take a short break right quick.
The 8K family.
Have you ever felt a deep yearning for spiritual growth but didn't know where to start? What if I told you there's a guide that can lead you through every step? Introducing the 8K Family Handbook. This comprehensive guide is your ultimate companion for spiritual empowerment, offering invaluable insights and practical steps to enhance your spiritual journey. What's inside? Perform spiritual background checks. Learn how to assess spiritual energies and protect yourself from negative influences. Connect with your guardian angel. Discover methods to establish a strong, supportive relationship with your guardian angel for guidance and protection. Develop your magical abilities. Unleash your innate magical potential with step-by-step instructions and exercises tailored for all levels. Whether you're a novice or a seasoned practitioner, the 8K Family Handbook provides the tools and knowledge you need to elevate your spiritual practice. Begin your journey to empowerment and enlightenment today. Available now on Amazon.com.
All right, then. The book is there. You can get it. There is a link in the description. Also, a link in the chart, which is pinned at the top. You can get the book. Let's keep on moving with those people frustration.
All right, so it's all over TikTok. It's not going to be on the news, of course, but the Federal Emergency Management Association, better known as FEMA, is now arresting volunteers if they don't leave the Tennessee area or the North Carolina area. Anybody coming up there with heavy equipment to help, anybody coming up there to try to get food and other resources to the victims of this catastrophe is getting turned away with a full load, told that they don't need their help, that they've got it covered. Meanwhile, they're taking, okay, the federal government is now stealing the donations for these people that the rest of the citizens have put together to try to help these people, and locking them away in storage and in warehouses for use pending approval on this one. So, maybe they'll get some, maybe they won't. So my message is to the American public. Where is our leadership? Where is our president?
That's what our people used to ask. Where is our leadership? And then you guys will give us Jesse Jackson. When we say where our leadership, you will give us Al Sharpton. When we say where are our leadership, why are those things are happening and no one speak for us, you will give us TD Jakes. When we say we need a leadership, you will give us, the rappers, Soulja Boy. You'll put the Migos or the Migos, you'll put the Quavo in our face, say those are your leaders. You'll put Kanye West. You'll put Jay-Z, Beyonce. You'll have Nicki Minaj twerking. Those were our leaders. When we ask for something, say, where is the leader in the black community? Will give us a bunch of sellout, a bunch of Black Lives Matter, Black Lives, don't shoot. Keep your hands up. Make sure you keep your hands up. That's what you guys did. Now you are in the same situation that we are, and then you guys are asking where are your leaders? Well, they can't get to you because Genesis 15 verse 13, 400 is over. The blessing has been taken away. You are not living in this country, which is our land, because you are so great. You beat the so-called Native American, which was a lie. Okay, those people are part of you. They are your vassal. The reason why we were taken down, because we messed up. because the Holy One turned his face away from us. Now he turned his face towards our people and away from you. Now this is happening.
Where is our senators? Where are our congressmen? Who the fuck is going to step in and do something about this right now? Because what you're going to end up with is one hell of a fight on your hands, and it's coming. So
first of all, you people are not going to do nothing. You ain't gonna fight the hand that feed you. You are acting like everything was under your control. You work so hard for your money when in fact you guys were living on government cheese. You were having all those great laws that allow you to go in those mountains in Asheville and Tennessee and all those places and get free land. And you guys were able to do all those stuff because there were laws placed there for you. You redlining our people. Now the people that you thought had your back, they show it clearly unto you now. They do not have your back. They never had it, and they will never will. Their oath do not matter unless it is to hurt us. The reason why you don't see the entire country or countries, Europe and all the other African and Spanish or all of them come together to help you or come together in your area because you are not us. If you were our people, I can guarantee you, you have all sort of military people under the guise of help will come and destroy our people. The National Guard would have quickly be there, not being there because they want to help, but to shoot and murder and kill our people. That's why you're being abandoned, because unfortunately you are not the target.
We're going to need somebody with a suit and a fucking tie on to come talk this through and get it done and get those damn people out of there. Or somebody that doesn't have a fucking tie on and a suit is going to come over there and get them out of there. I want you to watch this video. And I want you to see the fear in this young girl's face when she's talking about they're arresting people. They're stealing the donations and locking them.
Yes, they are. We told you, FEMA, Red Cross, all your organization, they never give the money. We talked about this before. 2010 Haiti earthquake, FEMA Clinton donation. Well, what the Clinton did to Haiti, okay? The United States government Haiti earthquake response. And I can clearly remember Hugh Jackman. I could clearly remember this commercial. Hugh Jackman, Haiti, Haiti, earthquake, 2010. Okay, yes, this is Hugh Jackman. I can clearly remember this. Listen to this.
I'm Hugh Jackman, World Vision Ambassador. The earthquake in Haiti left thousands of children homeless and vulnerable. World Vision aid workers have been rushing life-saving relief to survivors, but they need our help to do so much more. Your gift will provide things like food, water, and medicine, along with the help families need to rebuild their lives. Join me in standing with the people of Haiti.
Okay, World Vision. And they were playing Hugh Jackman. He was all over. Keep telling people sending money. All those money was sent to Vision, World Vision, all right, 14 years ago. In January, 14 years ago, including yours truly sent money. Our people never received this money. And Haiti was never built. It was destroyed. Okay, it was destroyed. Hugh Jackman was one of the first dude, okay, that came in and said, send money, send your stuff. The money, listen to what he said, okay, listen again. We'll take another one or the same one. Okay, let's listen again.
I'm Hugh Jackman, World Vision Ambassador. The earthquake in Haiti left thousands of children homeless and vulnerable. World Vision aid workers have been rushing life-saving relief to survivors, but they need our help to do so much more. Your gift will provide things like food, water.
Your gifts will provide things. They don't say you can provide us with food, water, and things, and then we'll bring them to them. No, your gifts, your money will buy food and water for them. Those people got away with billions of dollars. And we told you they are thieves. They are stealing everything. It wasn't Hugh Jackman only. It was a bunch of other actors. And then now people are worshiping this guy with the movie Deadpool and stuff like that. Okay, but back in 2010, okay, all right, so those people were doing all this stuff. All right, let me see. Okay, I think I watched that. I watched this thing. I watched this when it came out. Hugh Jackman, he had so many commercials. Let me see. All right, well, where is it? Okay. Okay, now people were mourning. 1 million people died. It was prophecy, 1 million of them died. Okay, the whole country is decimated. Everybody destroyed. Okay, the UN, you guys were there. What did you do? You didn't do nothing. You just come up with your gun. You shoot a lot of our people. And then that's when you guys infected our people with the cholera and you kill another 1 million with it. That's what you guys did. All right? You guys standing there. Okay, our people were mourning. And then people were laughing. They were making jokes. Okay? They were saying like, this is good, man. Why don't you think this island is just like, you know, go underwater and collapse and stuff like that. Our people were mourning. They lost loved one. They were burying the bodies. And then you were so proud of showing the faces of our people. Showing them mourning and things like that. You didn't do nothing. All you did is stealing money. Okay? Okay, help us. We need food and stuff. You didn't do anything. And our people were grieving. Okay, the children. She said, well, you can read it. She said, all my clothes, all my stuff are buried. When we just pull a few things, I had 2-3 clothes, and that said, all my stuff are buried. You were laughing at our people because you weren't your blessing. When things like that had happened, you were laughing. You were celebrating. People were partying. People were mocking. People were putting like a comment on YouTube, you know, saying things. I remember a lady, literally, when she met me, that was a couple years later, she met me and she find out, she said, you're Haitian? I said, yes. Oh, you know, remember the earthquake? I sent food for your people down there because they were hungry. I feel so bad, but I had sent food, okay? I hope they're all right. A white woman. So I look at her, I said, you have no idea what you just did now. You have no idea. You just mock yourself. I just say thank you for your support. We really do appreciate it. Say, no problem. Anytime, you know, we're here, we're going to help. We will take care of you people. And then I move away from her. Okay? Our people were buried under the rubble. Okay? It's hard. We have nothing. We live out in the field. They were homeless. They were living in the tent. And then you guys go over there. You sneakily, you put the cholera and killed another 1 million. Okay? That's what you guys did. Those were all babies. Some of them died. Some of them, they rescued them. We are hungry. We are thirsty. There isn't no food. We have all sort of problems. Why? This woman was begging. Right? She need government cheese. Huh? She need like, oh, I don't know. Pull yourself by the bootstrap. Your husband dying to this. You lucky you get out with 2 kids. Now pull yourself by the bootstrap. You people were laughing at all people.
C'est problème, toute qualité problème pour nous. Mon malheureux là qui malade là couché, c'est il cassé, il pas qu'à lever, il couché là après.
So he said he can't do anything. His back is broken. Okay, we need help, food, water, and shelter. They didn't ask you for $750. And guess what? When you guys open up with your thing, oh, well, the Haitians are receiving thousands of dollars. No, you jackmen stole all this money and his organization. The Clinton Red Cross, FEMA, they stole all those stuff. We told you people, we told you, the people down there said they never receive anything. And you guys are like, well, I don't care because you guys need to pull yourself out of the bootstrap. Okay, our people were humiliated. Michael Jackson, when he died in 2009. Okay? Churches were demolished. And, okay, this is your helicopters coming, and then you did your photo ops. You did your photo ops, you landed, you know?
Food actually ran out, you know, the people still, their spirits didn't even really drop. I mean, it's pretty amazing. Some of these people, they're dealing with some very, very tough, trying situations.
What you guys eating down there?
And then those are guys that come to help. Okay, look at the AK, the AR, they do their photo ops, they didn't do and then they left.
MRAs. And whenever I heard about it, you know, I was kind of disappointed I had to leave my family, but on the other hand, I was kind of glad we weren't being deployed.
Okay, I was disappointed. I have to leave my family, man, to come over here. I'm disappointed, but I'm kind of glad this has happened to those people. But now it happened to you in the mountain, and then none of you are disappointed to leave your family. You are glad to get into your helicopters and go help.
For a combat reason. I was glad we were being deployed to help.
Where were you before this?
Iraq in 2007.
You prefer Haiti?
Yes. No one's shooting at me here.
Okay, those guys were laughing. Okay, the smile. Look at the smile. All right.
Really drop. I mean, it's pretty amazing. Some of these people, they're dealing with some very, very tough, trying situations.
What you guys eating down there?
MRAs. And whenever I heard about it, you know, I was kind of disappointed I had to leave my family, but on the other hand, I was kind of glad we weren't being deployed for a combat reason. I was glad we were being deployed to help.
Where were you before this?
Iraq in 2007.
You prefer Haiti?
Yes. No one's shooting at me here.
For us, I don't know if we're going to be passing out anything today. It's going to be more security for U.S. dignitaries.
This is your photo ops, okay?
Le chargement pour après emmener sur le lieu, mais je sais pas où encore.
Job one man can do, you put a bunch of people there like, yo, we are helping.
On a juste l'ordre de charger les camions, on nous dit quel camion.
She's speaking French. The French were there. Theater, all cinema. Okay, all people were buried alive. They were desolated. Okay, people were still under this. Okay, she's like, I have no more kids. Okay. So I have no more children. Now you can do whatever you like with me. 7 years old, he was about to turn 7 years old. I went through so much with him. She lost her son. And then you people were laughing. Okay, our women were mourning. I'm going to take a poison and kill myself because I passed so much trial and tribulation with my son. He was going to turn 7, then he died. And you people were laughing and mocking them. And now your 6-year-old boy, remember that story about that 6-year-old boy? Let me see. 6-year-old boy swept away Hurricane Elaine. 6-year-old boy swept away, whoops, by flood. There we go. There you go. So this is it now, okay?
Ask you too, Heather, as we give Megan a moment as well. You are Megan's sister, so your parents were also on that roof, as well as your nephew. I am reading that you do not live in Asheville, so what was the communication? Did you know what was happening in real time as your family was waiting for that necessary life-saving?
There you go. There's the kid.
And the legacy that he's going to leave on this earth.
This moment. You know, I'm so proud of my son because in his last moments, he wasn't screaming for me. He was screaming, Jesus, Jesus, save me. Jesus, I hear you. Jesus, I'm...
The same thing that our people said, Jesus saved them. He didn't. He didn't save them. He didn't save the kid. That kid was 6 years old. He was going to be 7. He died. Just like the lady right there, she was going to be...
upon you. And his wildest dreams and everything that he wanted to be was a superhero. And that was his...
There you go. This is the disease. They want to be heroes. In front of the camera, they are saving people. When the camera turn off, they are the villain that destroying, murdering, raping, and robbing people.
In life, and instead he's my hero because he reached for something past flesh, past human, past anything that even grown adults I think would reach for. My son called out to the one God Almighty, and I think at that moment he was rescued and he became my hero, and I think all of them carried me through that moment. I think that his biggest dreams, he was the smartest, bravest, hopeful.
Okay, see all those things saying about that child. Look at this mother right there. And she said, I have nobody, I'm gonna kill myself. This is true grieving here. This is not glorify my child was this, my child was that. No, I lost my son. He died before me, he got crushed. I have no will to live. I want to die. That's grieving. You people are talking about how he was, it is. Oh my God, he's so this, he's so that. You're fake grieving. She said, I have nobody left. That's the only son that she had left. And all people just standing there.
You found the lady inside?
Yeah,
she's alive.
Yeah, she's alive. She's really in good condition. I know that's unbelievable, but she can communicate with us efficiently. And right now, we're just on the way of taking her out.
In this response, anything is possible, and we'll search as long as the government of Haiti says that search and rescue is still the mission.
Everybody's spoken with her almost 6 hours. And she's perfect condition, and she has very logical sentences, and she can just able to move her feet and fingers.
Je suis pas content là, attention, là il y a une victime quand même.
Photo out, they saved out of the million people that were trapped, they saved one person. This is, and you guys have to take your heroic photos, it's a miracle. There you go. That's what you people do. Do your photo, have the people clap, praise you. Okay? And now people are homeless, refugees, they don't know where to go. They were destroyed.
Moi, c'est professeur, je travaille dans l'école. L'école où je travaille dans le casier. Je n'ai pas de moyens pour vivre. J'ai plusieurs petits monde. Quand je suis casé, pas un côté pour m'arrêter, maintenant je suis petit en province, même je suis à la province.
You say that he's used to be a teacher at our university. He got many kids. His house collapsed. He got all his kids. He sent them to certain places, and then he'll sleep outside. He'll be homeless until he can get a place. Okay, that's what you people did. There's nothing left for me. And you people were laughing and making fun, and then now you guys are asking FEMA is stealing things, organization is stealing that. You are well aware of all these things.
And it's coming. So we're going to need somebody with a suit and a fucking tie on to come talk this through and get it done and get those damn people out of there. Or somebody that doesn't have a fucking tie on and a suit is going to come over there and get them out of there. I want you to watch this video. And I want you to see the fear in this young girl's face.
They removed that video.
She's talking about they're arresting people. They're stealing the donations and locking them away. And if they don't leave, they're going to put them in jail. This is fucking FEMA. And you can't even help or volunteer unless you've been properly trained by the United Way.
Don't steal my glory. Don't steal my thunder. Don't steal my lighting. They clap for me. I save this person.
Who in the fuck are you people? Get out of the way.
That's what it is. All right? That's what it is. That's what it is. All right? See how long we are into this thing. Oh boy, it's about to be 7. Let's take this last one. Okay. This is this dude right here. Forgive me, the volume is really low on this because that's what it is, okay?
Hey guys, I'm in Western North Carolina, and we're working on day 6. And we still have rescue choppers flying overhead. I still have, I think I've got a little bit of survivor's guilt that our town was spared. But we need the help. The whole town was wiped out. And I'm talking about everybody was killed. Okay, the fucking media is lying to you.
Yep, they are lying to you. Everybody is dead. These areas, you know, around this and that, they all die. The media is lying to you. Talking about 210 or whatever. Nah.
Well, we need the help. We need it bad. We can't go help. We can't go save anybody.
They'll arrest you.
We'll get arrested.
And again, like I said before, you people love the so-called law enforcement when they'll threaten people. Get on the ground, get on the ground, get on the ground. Show me your hand, show me your hand. This and that. You love when they are passing laws. When they are passing the backwarded laws, that has nothing to do with freedom, nothing to do with anything, but all those laws were affecting us. Now, those guys they gain too much power. They threaten you, and they'll arrest you. Like I told the people, we see that guy that was in the helicopter, if he did come back and keep rescuing people, the firefighter chief would have shot him down.
I can't imagine the people that are still up there.
Sorry about that.
On.
Let me play it again. Sorry.
Survive. We will save anybody. We've been threatened. We will get arrested. I can't imagine the people that are still up there holding on to survive. I mean, we still got electric trucks going all over the place here. Got trees down, tree on my house in the back. But it's incredible. It's incredible that we, the people, are willing to let the government tell us that we are not allowed to save our own people. It's bad. It's really fucking bad.
Bad. It is bad. It is super bad. It's James Brown super bad. Try, oh, well, 202 people missing. No. Now they're going to have to let a bunch of immigrants here, except for Haitians. They don't want those people here. They're going to have to get a bunch of other immigrants here because they need to cover for this population loss. Let's see the estimate, how many so-called immigrants. We're done with that. We're done with this. Well, no, that's... how many migrants does the U.S. let here so far? Immigrants. How many immigrants did here so far? Illegal immigrants. Well, how many illegal immigrants crossed the border in 2024? 4 days ago, let's see. Crackdown. Okay. Kamala Harris has allowed 21 million illegals to pour in from all over the world. No, that's not all over the world. Okay, so the 21 million, that's how much you lost, and you had to add on, and you're going to lose a lot more. This is how much those people lost during the whole fiasco in 2020. They are very good at hiding statistics, and now they are letting those people there to pad their number. Okay, all right. Okay, so Trump and Biden and stuff like that. In 2024, they realized that 4 years later, there was a lot of people that was missing. They realized all those people are no more. Okay. Migrant encounters at the U.S.-Mexico border. Most common citizenship of migrants encounter of the border. Mexico, okay, 600,000, over 600,000. Venezuelan, 200,000. Guatemala, Cuba, Honduras, Colombia, Ecuador, Haiti, El Salvador, China, Peru, which is a bunch of lie. You know, you don't have, Haiti like barely 100,000 they let in. But they are letting millions of everybody else in there. So, but anyway, you watch videos where those people are letting all those Chinese come over there, and next thing you know, well, they are beefing with the Chinese. That guy tell you straight up, it's bad, man. It's bad. It's super bad. The media is lying because he is there. He saw the bodies.
It's worse. It's beyond any nightmare that you can fucking have.
Another word is 10 times worse than Katrina.
There are bodies everywhere up there floating around, buried under mud. Cemeteries most likely have flooded, which means there will probably be caskets and shit.
So yes, indeed, the mighty one uprooted their dead bodies, just like it did in Egypt. Okay, it did. It uprooted their dead body. I have a video here, which I had played. We post. Okay, this is a coffin right there. Okay, do you know how much strength that would take for the water to dig down and then take those bodies and send them? Okay. All right.
Floating around. That I don't know of. But I do know that a town was wiped out completely. Everybody killed.
He's not exaggerating things. An entire town, 7,000, 10,000 people wiped out, gone, nobody survived. It's bad. It's very bad. And then they call, well, you know, 215, 210, 205, not that much. We're strong. We're going to rebuild and stuff. Rebuild? And do not let those people trying to tell you this garbage. Well, because this thing, because of lithium and quartz and stuff like that, shut the hell up. It is because of the horrible and terrible things that you people did to our people. Point blank period.
And the only people saving them are the people that are there, saving each other. And then they're all stuck together. Fuck our government. You fucking showed your faces with this fucking disaster. And all I got to say, fuck you.
There you go. The people are pissed off because their government is not helping them. There is no help. Why? Because the blessing is over. It is done. And they weren't there to help you. They were there to destroy us. They were using you to do that dirty job. Let me see how long we are into this thing. Oh, man, I got 15 minutes left. Let me see if I take the major stuff. Oh, I took the major stuff. All right, let's finish with that.
In any way you can. All right, happening today in Manatee County, officials will work to complete their damage assessment on Bradenton Beach.
We first told you yesterday that it was opening for the first time since the storm at 8 a.m. And now the state says about 95% of the city was destroyed by Hurricane Helene.
So 95% destroyed, and then they're going to rebuild because, hey, we're strong.
This is a first glance at the damage when we got it. From our perspective, you can see that entire beach, that entire island is nearly 9 miles long from north to south and about 2 miles wide. Nearly 6 feet of storm surge washed over that island. Right now, access to it is still restricted to residents and business owners and those involved in recovery.
The damage varies along the island, so you'll go from, if you're driving through, you'll see areas that, that doesn't look very damaged at all, and then you'll see in other areas houses completely displaced down a street.
Exactly. Some people were spared, some weren't.
Well, Manatee County's natural resource director tells us restoring that beach will begin once the sand cleaning process is complete, but that could take years.
Great glory, let's keep on moving.
I want to bring in now a voice that we hear from during the storm, Ron DeSantis, Republican governor of Florida, where, of course, the effects of Hurricane Helene were hit first. His state took it first. And you're feeling it too, Governor. I want to start, though, and I have to, because... Again,
always put somebody that look like us and then, say a few words there, a few words here and there and stuff like that.
It just seems surreal that the President of the United States would say that anyone is happy and that they have enough at this point, and that he was confused about which storm we mean. Your reaction?
Well, Harris, we obviously got the initial impacts of the storm. It was a Category 4 storm, but we prepared for it. We had tens of thousands of utility workers ready to go. We were able to facilitate 2.4 million power restorations in record time after a major hurricane. But we also, between state and local, conducted thousands of rescue missions as soon as the storm happened. So then we were in a situation where we got through Friday of last week, come in Saturday morning, and we didn't have a demand for rescue, but you saw in Western North Carolina, you saw people that were very desperate. So I authorized air assets, National Guard, State Guard, Highway Patrol to go into Western North Carolina. So it created this odd circumstance that you have people there in Western North Carolina. And look, we've got a lot of Floridians that go there over the summer, so it wasn't like a random spot on the map.
And this is what happened. This is the truth. This is the truth. This guy was telling you the truth, okay? They brought him. Listen to this.
Republican from Florida joins me now. Congressman, for the last 3 days, you've been assisting in search and rescue operations. You're delivering supplies. What are you seeing on the ground? How bad is it?
Okay, remember what he has to do. He said, what do you see on the ground? How bad it is. And the guy will tell him how bad it is, and guess what?
Well, Barney, I can tell you that very similarly what the correspondent just stated, you see widespread devastation across a lot of these remote and isolated areas. We've traveled across western North Carolina. We've traveled to Poplar, South Toe. We've gone into Bailey. We've gone into Burnsville. We've gone into Cello. We've gone into Asheville. We've gone into Banner Elk and Elk River, and we've gone into all these different places. Pensacola, which is up in the mountain areas, which is completely isolated. We went in yesterday, who reported additional fatalities and also missing persons. So in the last 3 days, our teams have been able to deliver about 13,000 pounds of supplies. This is just, water and diapers and wipes and non-perishables, foods, but also oxygen, insulin, Starlink systems to ensure that we can actually get communication so people for the first time in nearly a week can actually communicate with their families to let them know that they're not a missing persons and that they are okay. But we've also done medevac, where we evacuated a gentleman who had celebrating his 83rd birthday, was showing signs of hypertension, cardiac arrest, that we ended up medevacing out to Johnson City. And we actually have a call with the mayor of Bailey, North Carolina today, to check on the status of that individual. But we're also relocating SAR teams, these search and rescue teams. We talked to Fire Chief Harrison in Pensacola, North Carolina yesterday, who not only had 4 fatalities, but he had 2 individuals that he watched wash down the river that they've been unable to recover the body on yet. He believes that with the amount of water and mud that had rushed in, that he's going to be recovering bodies, unfortunately, throughout the year. We were in Broad River, and Barney, I can tell you, I talked to the fire chief there. Their actual fire department saw 64 inches of water rise into their fire department bay within 30 minutes.
Wow. All right, 64 inches. You know what to do, 30 minutes. Now, this is the guy describing what happened, what's going on. And then wait until it truly start getting into the nitty-gritty. Guess what happened?
So you can understand the amount of water damaging 2 fire trucks, completely moving them, washing houses and cars off the roads into the river area. So if there's widespread devastation, certainly a need for FEMA and the federal government to step up.
Congressman, I want to switch gears for a moment.
There you go.
President Biden says he called a meeting with G7 leaders.
This has nothing to do with the conversation. He switched gears. All right, listen what the guy said.
Government to step up.
I'm calling for the government to step up. Listen.
Moving them, washing houses and cars off the roads into the river area. So if there's widespread devastation, certainly a need for FEMA and the federal government to step up.
Congressman, I want to switch gears for a moment. President Biden says he called a meeting with G7 leaders about Israel attacking Iran. Here's what he said. Roll it, please.
And they cut him off.
The meeting of the G7.
They cut him off. It's all about Israel.
A joint statement all of us agree on, from Japan to France to Germany to etc. And what we're doing in that regard is we're making it clear that there are things that have to be done. And it's obviously Iran has gone way it's way off board. We're going to put together a joint statement. Hasn't been done yet. It'll be done before too long, probably by the time we land. And there's going to be some sanctions imposed on Iran.
Hold on, Congressman, why is Biden restraining our ally, Israel, from retaliating against our mortal enemy, Iran? He says, don't attack Iran's nuclear facilities. Why is he defending Iran?
You know what? That's a great question, Barney. And here's the thing: not only
that has nothing to they put that they cut this guy right there, right away, and they put everybody asleep. Now whatever that you are going to say concerning that thing, Chimney Rock or Asheville, we don't have control over that. But this thing, we have control over that.
He defended Iran, but he's released billions of dollars in unfrozen assets. He's not imposed the necessary sanctions to stop the massive oil exportation that is actually funding the terrorist attacks that were going on by Hamas, by the Houthis, by Hezbollah. It has been Israel and their right for defense and support of their own citizens that has actually had to take the fight to these terrorist organizations that are all Iranian regime-backed organizations. We need to take a stronger approach and understand that Iran is actually the problem. We need to support Israel's rights to its defense. But the other question is that the United Nations was so quick to tell Israel to do a ceasefire during the holy month.
Let me get this right quick.
You know what? That's a great question, Barney. And here's the thing. Not only has he defended Iran, but he's released billions of dollars in unfrozen assets. He's not imposed the necessary sanctions to stop the massive oil exportation that is actually funding the terrorist attacks that were going on by Hamas, by the Houthis, by Hezbollah. It has been Israel and their right for defense and support of their own citizens that has actually had to take the fight to these terrorist organizations that are all Iranian regime-backed organizations. We need to take a stronger approach and understand that Iran is actually the problem. We need to support Israel's rights to its defense. But the other question is that the United Nations was so quick to tell Israel to do a ceasefire during the holy month of Ramadan, but where are they on calling Iran and others to do a ceasefire during Rosh Hashanah, which is the holy time for Israel and for Jews? And so you see the hypocrisy, but the bottom line is that we need to stand firm with our allies, and we need to understand that the Iranian regime and even the Iranian people, for the most part, want to see a cessation of this type of terrorist activity that Iran promotes.
Congressman, you're right. Thanks for joining us this morning. Always appreciate it, sir. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Let's bring in Florida Congressman Corey Mills, who is on the ground in North Carolina, delivering aid and services to communities in need. I'm emotional because I opened my phone, Corey, Congressman, and somebody posted just now on Facebook asking for a flyby near two falls on Elk River because a woman's house was caught on a bridge and they haven't been able to find her. And so they want to fly by over the river there, the falls there, hoping that they can find her alive. But that's what's happening there. And so just tell us what you've seen and what you've been able to do.
So yeah, Dick, I appreciate you guys covering this. You know, unfortunately, we're so concerned with everything that goes overseas that we forget about the American people at home, the way we did Maui, and the way we...
There you go, man, you know? So, that's all.
Well, good morning. I promised I was going to do an update, so I'm kind of going to give you as many details as I can. And wanted to say thanks to everybody that has been offering to help and to volunteer. There's just a bunch of amazing people. I'm so inspired by Americans pretty much all the time. But it's instances like this that just blow my mind. So right now we're at the marshalling area. This is the Save Our Allies headquarters and command center. We're just outside of Asheville, North Carolina. We're in Buncombe County, and this is like the Buncombe County school area. So this is the high school, which is the marshalling area for law enforcement. That is all federal and county law enforcement. This is where FEMA is starting to set up. And then we have two HLZs here. This is the County Emergency Center, and then our pickup for all of the ambulance.
Anyway, let's keep on moving. Okay, so that's during Katrina, okay, 9 years ago, all right, where our people were being destroyed, all right? So that's it. I think we're done. We're done with this. We're done with that.
It's time to connect the dots when we make the news make sense. It has been 1 week since Helene made landfall, and we're now learning just how much rain fell in the southeast.
Helene rainfall totals are stunning experts with an unheard amount of water. Let's connect the dots. The National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration says more than 40 trillion gallons of rain fell in the past week. That's enough.
40 trillion gallons
to fill 60 million Olympic swimming pools. The unprecedented rainfall is credited to storms that happened before Helene even made landfall. But then, just days later, Helene dumped rain on an already saturated area. Experts say if that amount of rain fell in just North Carolina, the whole state would be under 3.5 feet of water. Experts say storms are getting wetter as climate changes. For every degree hotter, air holds nearly 4% more moisture.
Nice.
Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas sounding the alarm on FEMA funding right after the devastation of Hurricane Helene. Listen.
We are meeting the immediate needs with the money that we have. We are expecting another hurricane hitting. We do not have the funds. FEMA does not have the funds to make it through the season.
This all comes as the Biden-Harris administration spent over $1 billion from a FEMA program on services for migrants. Attorney General of the great state of Florida, Ashley Moody, joins me now. AG Moody.
We don't care. That's $750. We don't care. All right, let's take this last one. Let me see how long we're into this thing. Oh, okay, let's take this last one. We're good. Okay. This is in Bolivia, northern Bolivia. This dude is watching his home being burned down. There's a wildfire there. They can stop it. You know, he just watched his home being burned down. This came out 25 minutes ago. Wildfire. Because the people are being removed from the lane by fire.
La casa, como pueden observar, completamente se está encendiendo, se están incendiando.
See, the fire destroyed my home completely, or total destruction. Okay, this is the technology.
Que se ha podido encender.
Okay, you can't
Es incontrolable el juego que podemos observar. Voluntario a esta hora de la...
There you go. That's it, beloved. That's it. We give the mighty one great praise, great glory. Get the book so you can study. It's on Amazon. The link is there. We say great, great, great praise to the Most High. There'll be no Jacob's trouble. Please stay tuned. There is a video of a book attached to this video. Go to the sister channel. Go listen to the audiobook. 7. I think I got another. Okay, the eclipse and things like that. Close all of them. Really? There we go. So, beloved, as you can see here, we are still going to our 3rd day of fasting, and today is the day of protection, and we thank the Holy One for sparing us. As you can see, the hurricane passed through the path of the eclipse. X mark the spot. A lot's going on, a lot's going to happen. And we say the Holy One, great praise, great glory for not totally and utterly destroying our people and destroying us. We say thank you. We appreciate that. And above all, he is giving our enemy into great shame and greater reproach. In 2020, the church abandoned them. In 2024, the government abandoned them. And then they're going to see, just like people don't want to go to church, people don't want to listen to those pastors or whatever, same thing gonna go for now on. People don't want to listen to government, whether they are Democrat or the Republican, whether it's Biden, Harris, they won't listen, because we in the nation here, we will not vote. I personally, I will not vote. And I encourage my brothers and sisters, do not vote, do not pray. This is it for those people. That's it. Be at peace. There'll be no Jacob's trouble, because you went to Jacob's trouble. What you can see here, this is not something those people can fake. See the whole war thing over there in Asia, and they are faking the whole thing. But here, with what's happening over there in North Carolina, Florida, Tennessee, and I'm not quite sure, Alabama, and all the other places, Georgia, this is real. This is real. and there's nothing they can do about it. There's nothing they can do against it. They cannot avoid it, stop it. They cannot get away from it. We are already on the 10th month of the so-called Gentiles calendar, New Year. We got 2 more months left for the year to be ended and our new year to begin. And March, only the Most High God Almighty know what things going to happen. Of course, beloved, we were aware calamities like that was going to happen. We were anticipated a great cataclysm. And then when it happened, the nation will be in the midst of this. More to come. And then it will relate it to those people. When it happened to them, they will ask for help. The answer is going to be pretty much the same thing. We don't have any money. We leave you with peace. We leave you with love. We say shalom, great glory. Selah. So be it.